As you all may know, the best thing to do to level your Viper and Pictomancer from level 80 to level 90 is going to be Bosja. That seems to be what everybody's doing right now, at least from my understanding. However, if you're new, which there's a lot of new players to the game because of Xbox and stuff, if you have not unlocked Bosja yet, that is a whole process. I will actually list the quests and their locations here. I think there's like 11 total. I'll put all of them down here so you know where to go to get them. But once you unlock them, and then also real quick, there's going to be 3 of these what are they called here, alliance raids, right? There's gonna be 3. So if you don't have Bosja unlocked, be ready to wait for a while, because this is an alliance raid. So there's like, I think, what is it, 24 people here. So there'll be 3 parties of 1 tank, 2 healers, and 5 DPS. So that's quite a bit of people waiting to queue in. I waited probably, I want to say 45 minutes for each one. So there is a bit of downtime here with this. But take that into consideration when you're trying to unlock Bosja. There are other ways, if you don't want to do Bosja, that are pretty much just as effective. It might slow down a little bit, but it's just as effective, I think, if you don't want to spend the literal hours trying to unlock Bosja. First thing you want to do, of course, you want to make sure you're doing your duty roulettes, mainly your high level dungeons, your leveling, and your trials. Main scenario, as we all know, takes about an hour to do. Guild heists, whatever, alliance raids take a while to do, and then normal raids take a while to do as well. Also, if you're leveling your DPS class, be aware that these queue times for this are also going to be pretty high, but you can queue for these, right? And then you can do some other farming. You can farm fates when in Fafnir. We'll talk about that here in a moment. Also, make sure you do your daily frontline roulette, because you get a decent chunk of a decent chunk of XP for doing frontline as well. Yeah, it can take a little bit to do. It's like maybe 15 minutes per match or so. 20 minutes is the max, which it sometimes does go take 20 minutes, but you do get like, I mean, for my characters, I was getting about a little over 1 million XP per completion, which is nice, and that's just on doing frontlines in general. But you also get bonus experience for your daily as well. So do that. Also, I know this is a side thing, but make sure you're doing your front lines and stuff too, because there is a mount you can get here. It's that giant mech mount. I'll post a picture of it here. You get that when you hit level 25 on the milestones. And as you can see, I'm already the first thing. I did this last night in like 3 hours or so. So this really doesn't take long to level up. I know that it takes a while to get the XP, but you get the most XP from frontline. So frontline's important to do as well, especially if you're farming XP and you want to do PvP to break up the monotony of farming fates or whatever. Do that, and it doesn't take that long to load into. At least it hasn't for me. So frontlines is a good way to level if you want to do PvP and not farm fates. Obviously, make sure you're doing your dailies. Now, while you're waiting for your dailies, because like I said, it's going to take a while, you want to go over to Fafnir, which is an Isobard. This is level 80 dungeon zone, or not dungeon zone, leveling zones, right? So just come to any of these, grind your fates here, okay? Make sure you level sync, you do your fates as your Viper Pictomancer, of course. Queue for the dungeons. While you're waiting for those to load in, do your fates around here. This is essentially the same thing as Bosja, but it's just, it'll take, like I said, it'll take a little bit longer. But if you don't want to spend the 3-4 hours unlocking Bosja if you haven't done it yet, this is a good alternative, I think, because Bosja is just, that was the whole it took me all day to unlock it. So if you don't want to do that, definitely do this. Now, once you unlock Bosja and you leave and you need to find a way to back here, make sure you come here to Othard. It's the Doman Enclave, and if you don't have this unlocked, you can just go here to the travel system teleport button, go all the way down to Othard, and it's right here. So you just hit there, come here, nope, don't do it again, and then you can go to the ferry docks. It's very simple. Talk to the airship pilot. It'll take you to Gongos, which is where Bosja is. You'll talk to the person there, and then you can go into Bosja and do that. Once you get to level 90 on I guess any class really, now we go back to our basic leveling methods. You want to continue as always to do your dailies. This goes for any level 90. So we're trying to get all of our classes to 100 now, right? do all your duty roulettes. Again, the rest of these take, you know, it's up to you, but at least these 3. And then do your make sure you're doing your wondrous tales. Make sure, which resets every Tuesday. Make sure you're doing your challenge log. Again, these reset every Tuesday. You get a decent chunk of XP for these as well. So make sure you're doing the battles. You can do at least these couple ones here. Make sure you're doing your fates, which you should be doing anyway, because just at least do these, get the 10, and then that's a good chunk of XP. If you want to do your lev quests, you can do those as well. So make sure you're doing your challenge log, your wondrous tales, your duty roulettes. Once you have all those done, what do you do next? You go back to the basic thing. You want to do the closest level you have to Dawntrail. I haven't even started Dawntrail yet because I'm kind of waiting. I'm just kind of leveling my characters right now. Dawntrail, if you have a level 92 character, do level 92 dungeons, 93 dungeons, whatever it may be, the level you're at, and farm that over and over again until you hit the next dungeon. Then do that over and over again to hit the next dungeon. It's the standard practice of leveling pretty much. So that's what you want to do to get from level 80 to level 100 as fast as possible. If you guys know of any other ways or are using any other ways to level from 90 to 100, that's better than, you know, just doing the old school stuff. Let me know down below in the comments, because I'm curious if there's any other way to do that stuff. But that's all for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.